Yay, time to go to work. Get the old power stroke warmed up here. Kind of dark. Took the old headlamp on. Oh yeah. She sounds good. Not at work. Alright, got back from work. Friday afternoon, bitches. I figured I haven't done one in a while. I've only done one. But I figured do an everyday carry update. Show you what's new, what's not new. Actually, really, most of it's not going to be really new at all. But anyways, let's get right to it. We'll do all the boring stuff first. Wallet, carry money, or money you did have, full of receipts. Of course, use a notebook. I got two of them. I got one for work, of course, obviously one not for work. These are a lot like the Right in the Rain notebooks. Only they're way cheaper. You can pick them up a couple bucks at Lowe's or someplace like that. And it's only a couple bucks. Anything happens to it, you don't care. Of course, writing implements. I'm at work a lot. I do use a pencil. Mechanical. This is a Pilot. Or no, I'm sorry, not a Pilot. A Zebra. Something or other. Sharpie. Always handy. And then, let's see what else. That's pretty much it about the boring stuff. Well, tape measure, obviously. Small one. Of course, use that to measure shit at work. Or on the farm, Alright, let's get to the good stuff. Oh, no. Take it back. Of course, lighter. Always got a lighter, because, it's fun to set shit on fire. And it's also a great option if you don't have a wire stripper. Just melt the ends of your wires right off there. Let me see. Oh, always got a ferro rod. You know what that's for. Alright, some of the cooler stuff. Of course, got my keys. Nothing new there. But what I carry them on is this really cool key holder thingamabob. Focus youth. Okay. Made by Zach Tool. Man, and you are not losing your keys on this with this thing. I'll give you an idea how big it is. You just run your belt loop right there. Yeah, I mean, you can put 2-3 rolls of keys on there. Some of you people like to use, put the, like little classics, Victorinox classics or one-piece tools, whatever, something like that. You're definitely not going to lose them with that. That thing is nice. Alright, on to the cool stuff. Of course, everybody knows. Always have my Leatherman Surge. It is, as far as I'm concerned, the best multi-tool ever made. Period. I do all kinds of stuff with this. And actually, this is like my third one, because originally I had one of the first one was a silver one, and of course I wiped the jaws clear out of her. And of course they didn't have the replaceable wire cutters on them. And of course she was just all clapped out. Used the hell out of her for years. Then I got the second one, which was just like this one, and I've carried it for a few years. And of course I was reefing on something like a 200-pound gorilla, and I ended up cracking the frame and right through here. And of course then she was all wobbly carpetish like, and that was the end of that. So then I got this one. Oh, and a real nice modification you could do to your Leatherman is get a paint marker and fill in the letters, mainly the numbers. Makes them stick out so much better. Read them better. And it just churches up your Leatherman tool real nice. Oh, got a finger out. Oh yeah, good as new. Oh yeah, another trick for somebody who's just got into Leatherman or wants to buy a Leatherman. Leathermans, when you first get them, they are stiff and they do require a break-in period. But that's easy to take care of. All you need to do is get yourself a can of WD-40. In this case, it's dollar store lubricant, but it self-identifies as WD-40. And you want to opt to put the sniper barrel on there, because you want some accuracy. You want to get right down there in the pivots. Of course, I just put a blade sight on mine. I don't need a scope for close range. And then you just hose her down, work the pivots. There you go. That's how you do that. And also, Leatherman, I tell you what, their new sheaths they got, actually, I kind of really like them. So far I've been really impressed with it. Of course, I got a bunch of smooth stuff on mine. But, I don't know, I've been very impressed with it so far. It seems to be holding up. Now, of course, it might take right off on me now that I said that. So far, the stitching seems to be holding up just fine. And then, get the 2 pockets in there. Of course, on the inside, I got my, the file and the other stuff that goes to the surge. And of course, in that, I also carry my Zebra inspection light. Nice, got 3 modes, high, low, and of course, your techno mode. And of course, I always carry my Zebra X701, I think it is. I think that's what it is. Of course, as usual, the camera will not freaking focus. But anyways, nice pen. Writes nice and smooth. Use this thing a lot, especially at work. A lot of documenting and stuff. But of course I carry the pen there and the flashlight there. But yeah, this, hands down, use this thing a lot rather than wrenching on junk on the farm, jumping old Noids on old Fords, or at work just working on washers or daily maintenance, whatever. This thing gets used a lot. It's like having a second hand, or third hand. Alright, honorable mentions. Oh, nope, no, not honorable mentions yet. Something I always carry with me. Almost all the time. Everybody knows. I love my SOG Vulcan. If you don't have one of these or have ever tried one, these things are just a joy to use. Very well built. I use mine hard all the time. I've been carrying it for years. She's right up there with the Leatherman Surge. These 2 things almost have on me all the time. Now, when I do get home, I do tend to drop the folders. As much as I love the SOG Vulcans, this and that, I am a fixed blade guy. Now, I do carry this one sometimes at work. This is the CRKT Spew, and I have been very impressed with this knife. Very impressed. It's just a nice everyday cutter. It's got that real nice point on there for precision cutting. It's just a nice knife. I was really impressed with that. And I got it for like 18 bucks. So, I mean, that was a good deal. And the sheath has very good retention on it. Don't come out. But as far as my big blades go, when I get home, of course, usually more Cansable. Love this knife. Use this a lot. Well, actually, for bushcrafting, working on the farm, stripping wire with it, you name it, it's done it. And this is another knife I've gotten a while back. I actually got the same time I got the CRKT Spew. This is a LAPG branded, I don't know what they call it, knife. And I got this thing for like 15 bucks, 20 bucks. And I tell you what, this thing is a nice knife. This is a gem. I was very, very impressed with it. I've been using it. And I love it. And that's saying somebody who likes a Scandi grind or just, the regular grinds, whatever. And this is a full flat, and I'm usually not a fan of full flat blades. I tend to like hollow blades or Scandi, but this knife is sweet. Definitely recommend it to anybody. Now I have to say, when you get it, the sheath sucks. So that's made me a real nice leather one. Very nice knife. And of course now I don't always just carry just a Surge, although 99% of the time this is what you, on any given day, this is what you're going to find on me. But there's a couple I do like to carry now and then. One's a Leatherman Pulse. I don't have it with me. Another one really love is the Leatherman Skeletal. Just a nice option, and if you pair that with the Leatherman Style, that is a nice, that's a nice light setup. Very nice and light. Love it. And then if I really want to go ultralight, and actually a lot of times I'll even carry this thing even if I have my Leatherman. This British Army knife I got from a friend over there in the UK through MTO. Love this thing. Love the blade on it. It's not a huge blade, but it does nice precision cutting. Just small task. This thing is great. And it's got this really sweet can opener. I'm still convinced this thing would open up a 55 steel drum. Of course, a little screwdriver right there on the tip, and you got this great big pokey bit thing. It's just great for poking holes and stuff, and just poking at stuff. I mean, yeah, you could use it as a marlin spike too, but you know, whatever. And you're wondering, oh yeah, and the other thing I got is my phone, which is a Motorola G6, and that's what I'm using to make this video right now. But I know you're wondering, how in the hell do you keep all that shit in your pants and keep your pants up? This minty reinforced nylon belt. She's using Uncle Mike's. Love this thing. And they're not super expensive. I've had this one not quite a year, and she's just holding up nice. Anyways, that's the update. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you around the next time. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something else I always have with me. Of course, is my hat. And of course, I always have a pair of impact resistant shades. And of course, also on my hat, you see this nice headlamp. Sometimes not always on there, but these things are the bee's knees. Love these things. And they're not crazy expensive either. And it's USB rechargeable. It's got 3 modes. Well, actually, it's got 4. It's got a high, low, nice flood. It's got a UV deal. And, of course, techno disco mode again. Really nice option. Don't hardly weigh nothing, so you don't even notice it's on your hat. Love this thing. Handy as hell. Anyways, that's it. Hope everybody has a good afternoon, has a good weekend. We'll catch you later.